Hi, I'm Khali from Tribe. I want to share some of my passion and some of my perspectives around embodied based approaches to change and communication. I'm going to start by sharing what's actually happening in my body right now. I feel tired and I'm aware of some heaviness in my eyes and a spot in my back that feels a little bit out. I'm aware of my feet and my legs. And my feet feel a little bit cold. I'm aware of my lower belly. The sense of anchoredness coming from that place in my body. I'm aware of my chest and a sense of openness and care and passion. So this little check-in practice of what's happening in my body is something that I do quite a lot. And I teach quite a lot as part of the embodied communication work that I do in particular. What is it to actually speak from and around the sensations we feel and the things that are happening in our bodies? And for me, I found this extremely impactful. When I look back at the journey that I've been on and how I was in my body, even just kind of over 5 years ago, I think I was quite disembodied. I was quite coming from a place of being in my head. And when I look back now, I realized that actually there was a lot of fear held in my body. There was a lot of places where I felt kind of unsafe and insecure. And it had me, when I was communicating from this place of like feeling a little bit tight, and I didn't even really understand what was going on. And I had all these like amazing mental tools and understandings of life and psychology and the universe, but it was actually hard for people to relate to me because they couldn't feel me. You know, what I was saying was like really abstract. It didn't really have like a lot of felt communication as part of it. Or if they did feel me, there was like dissonance where what I was saying on an intellectual level and a verbal level didn't fit with what I was communicating from my body, you know, where I might be feeling a bit scared or socially awkward. So learning how to be aware of what was happening in my body and actually then communicate from that place made a huge difference to the quality of the relationships that I had. And this played out across all of my life, my personal relationships and my work relationships, and started to make a difference in the impact that I made doing corporate work, doing leadership and management style work. And this has led me to really believe in the power of developing this kind of embodied style awareness. So part of the realization for me in coming into connection with my body was that there were these places in me that I wasn't actually fully listening to. You know, these places where I might, you know, felt a bit scared or a bit hurt. And coming into connection with these parts of me had me actually starting to look out for myself better, understand my own needs and my desires better, and be able to take care of myself. You know, so right now I feel a little bit tired, and I'm aware that I need more rest. I need some more self-care, and it's by being connected to what's happening in my body that I'm more responsive to those feelings and those needs. And I think the body is this amazing access point to our subconscious and our unconscious minds, this larger dimension of our experience that we might necessarily be conscious of unless we listen to those dimensions of our experience. And this was true for me. There was all these things going on that I just wasn't aware of, and it was through coming into connection with my own embodied awareness that I started actually realizing there was this other dimensions of feeling that I wasn't connected to in myself. In studying embodied-based approaches, I'm amazed at seeing how much of who we are, our personality, our way of being, is actually visible, held in our body. It's held in our neuromuscular patterning, the way that we hold ourselves. It's held in our posture and our gesture and where our voices come from. And understanding this lets the body be this amazing vehicle to really concretely observe our way of being and shift it. It was amazing to me to bring this into my own change process, because then I could see more of what was happening for me, as well as cultivate new ways of being that I wanted to develop. And I could really concretely put down the markers of the ways of being that I wanted to develop. For me, I came into this awareness that I had this kind of collapse going on in my chest, and just straightening myself up and straightening myself into more of the dignity of who I am and who I want to be was an amazing practice, and continues being an amazing practice. And so just reminding myself to come back to this place of like standing tall in who I am and standing tall in my sense of dignity has been awesome. And it's a practice that's like so easy to integrate into life. I will do it while I'm doing the dishes or while I'm walking down the street. I just like remind myself to hold the posture representative of the way of being that I'm wanting to cultivate. That's probably enough at this point. I hope I've passed on my passion around embodiment, and I'm hoping that I'm sparking desire for you to know more. Thank you.